In this video we're gonna take a look at how to use the MyFerret.com website to register your ferrets in a show. So we first of all click the register in the upper right hand corner and then fill in our details. And I'll put in a password. Right, now we're in the actual site, and what you've got here is a list of available shows and a list of my shows, and we can subscribe to the show. Now at the moment the subscribe button does nothing but move the show, because in the future we're hoping to have a list of shows, if other people adopt this software as well, that may even end up, the available shows may even end up below the My Ferrets, and that way we can just get the one we want into our My Shows, and it just keeps it just think of it like as a little place to have your favourites. And when this show is over, you could unsubscribe to it, it'll put it back down in available shows then. It just keeps you a tidy little area to keep a list of your shows and the ones you're interested in. Right, the first thing we need to do is add a ferret or two. So I'll just add a couple in here. We'll add Scamp. We'll call it, that's 5. I think there's a bit more than that, but it'll do for now. So we submit that. And then we'll add Lucy as well. We'll call her 5. In fact, we'll call them all 5. And we'll add Misty. We'll call her 3. And we'll add Annie. So we've got 4. So we've got 4 ferrets, and now what we want to do, we've got our ferrets down below, and now what we want to do is view the show. So if we click the view show button up here, the first thing you see is here is the actual event information and its location. We may yet do a little bit of work and put a Google map in here. Let me turn that phone off so it stops doing that. Right. Yep, so you've got the details, and then below we have got the classes and the cost of entry to the classes. What we're really interested in though is getting our ferrets into these. So what you do at the top is click Manage My Entries. As you can see, the ferrets here are listed out and they're red coloured, showing that we haven't entered them into any classes. So we simply click on one of the ferrets' names and we can choose here which classes we want to add them to. So I'll add him to Disabled, Albino Hob, and we might stick him in for the racing as well. Then finish adding Scamp to classes, and we just now repeat that for each of our ferrets until they're all complete. Coloured Dom and Sweetest Jill don't quite go, do they? And the last one we'll put Annie in, who's also not a Sandy Hob, is she? We'll make her a kit as well. And as you can see, we've got our green now buttons, so all our ferrets are entered. It shows us our cost here for our classes, which add up right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now if we click back the My Ferret Show icon up the top, it takes us back to the original page. Now if we go back to View Show, you can see that our ferrets are listed down here, our entries in the show, so we can double check here that we have put them into the right classes. And that's about it. If at any time you're in somewhere you're unfamiliar of, just hit the My Ferret Show at the top and that takes you back to that initial page, and then you just click the View My Show and you're back in to the place where it lists your ferrets in that show. Okay, thanks for watching. Right, it had just been pointed out to me that in my last video, the one I'm now going to amend, I missed out two of the most important things. So let's log into my account. And what I'll go to view show now, manage my entries. What I actually forgot was pairs and young handler. So if you want to enter, say, Scamp and Lucy in a pair, what you actually do is go back and add them as basically a new ferret. So we just say Scamp and Lucy, and just put the age as NA, not applicable. Submit that. So now we have a new ferret called Scamp and Lucy. We go to our view show, manage the entries. We've got Scamp and Lucy there in red, they're not entered in anything, and so we find our pairs there and add them to it. I didn't point out on the other video either that you can edit any of these at any time. You can take them out of one class, put them in another, etc, etc. And the other one is the same as applies to young handler. So again, go back to your MyFerretShow, add a ferret and just put Darren and Scamp, and again definitely NA, and then add us into the show, view show, manage entries, Darren and Scamp, young handler, and then finish. And that's it. It might be better thinking about if you put the ferret's name first for the young handler. No, it doesn't really matter a toss, but it'll keep things consistent. Right, thanks. I'll tag this onto the other video.